Welcome back to the Suburban Ford 7 Sports Cave. And yes, this sweater is John Bacon related to Kevin Bacon. Do you like bacon?
I love bacon. If I was related to Kevin Bacon, I'd be a lot taller, better looking, richer, famous. What? Sadly, no.
I don't know about Richard. He writes enough books.
It's true. What are you working on next?
He dropped a 20 over there and said, just leave
Yeah,
it.
I'm burning him in the backstage there.
The Quick Lane Bowl pits a 5-7 Minnesota team against a very, underrated Central Michigan team that's really come into its own throughout the season. 7-5 the record for them. They'll meet at Ford Field on Monday at 5 o'clock. Casey Hollins caught up with head coach John Bonamego, a turbulent up and down season right here in the Suburban Ford 7 Sports Cave earlier this week.
You had said earlier in one of the first press conferences that the guys were pretty excited to be playing in Detroit.
Very much so. I mean, 75% of our roster is Michigan kids, a great number of them from here in the Detroit metro area. So anytime you can play in front of family and friends, it's great. And so our student body, those tickets sold out, as fast as they could print them. And we know we're going to have a great crowd. We're excited, and it's just a great venue. Ford Field is outstanding. For us, for kids that grew up in the state playing high school football, Ford Field's the ultimate. You get there for the state championship. For us, we want to make it our second home because the MAC championship game is played in Ford Field every year. So, I told our guys, and we've talked about it, we want to make ourselves very familiar with those confines because we intend to be back again in the short future and come back often.
Let's talk a little bit about your competition. Minnesota, one of 3 teams coming into a bowl game with a losing record. Now, does that present a challenge in terms of preparing your team mentally?
Not at all. First of all, Minnesota's a very good football team. I think they're a lot better than their record. Secondly, part of the things that we stress, or one of the things that we stress, is that our preparation never changes from week in to week out. It doesn't matter who we're playing, when we're playing them, whether it's Saturday, a Tuesday night, a Thursday night, whether we're at home, on the road, turf, grass, parking lot, it doesn't matter. Our guys are pretty keyed into the process. When you commit yourself to the process of preparation, you realize that the most important thing is making sure that you're prepared, that you know what you have to do, and then knowing what we have to do as an offense, as a defense, as a special teams, as a team to go out and earn a win. And Minnesota's a good football team. It'll be a challenge for us. They're big, they're strong, they're physical, they can run the football, they play good defense, and they're very sound in the kicking game. So this will be a great matchup, and we're really, again, excited to be playing a Big Ten team. We're the only MAC team matched up with a Power 5 opponent. So excitement, again, I'm using that word all the time.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
We're super excited.
Thanks so much, Casey Hollins and Coach Bonamego, for joining us here. And I look at this game, and we kind of talked about it as the interview was going along. What a statement this could be for a Central Michigan team, beating a Big Ten team. We just saw a 5-7 Big Ten team beat a pretty good UCLA team with Cooper Rush as the quarterback. He's out of a Lansing area. He's been sensational. Michigan State saw him up close and personal this year. How big would this win be for the program and Bonamego moving forward?
Very big, obviously. And look, the MAC always seems to have 2 or 3 top, right now Toledo, of course, Western did a good job, Central Michigan right now. It's no longer a shock when they beat a Big Ten team. 10 years ago, it was a stunner.
Right.
Now it just happens all the time. So that's big for them. Flip side is the Big Ten's reputation for the next 8 months is going to be based on these 10 games. And right now they're 1-1, obviously. So this game does, in fact, matter for the Big Ten.
I don't think it matters for Central Michigan. You're playing in Detroit. You're looking at recruits. You're looking at kids who are watching this game saying, you know what? That's not a bad choice. I could go to Central and I can win games. I can play in bowl games, and we can win bowl games.
30,000 fans expected to show up for this one on Monday afternoon. I know one of them, sports producer Mike Foss. He's going to be donned in the maroon and gold.
Of the Gophers or of the...
Right, because it's a home game for both teams.
Fire up Chips. He's back in this control room right now.
There's your answer.
Give him the fist pump. Give him the fist pump. All right, we're going to come back after this quick break with a few final thoughts and our predictions for these 3 bowl games. Who do you think we're going to take with that Michigan State college football playoff? I don't know. Might have a split panel. That's coming up on the Suburban Ford 7 Sports Cave.